Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Nittai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nittai Gaura Haribo. Jam Vishnu Pada Paramahansa Prabhupada Turotara Sismai Esi Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai Anante Koti Vaishnavrinda Ki Jai Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prince Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Radha Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Ki Jai Ganga Maya Ki Jai Yamuna Maya Ki Jai Vrindavan Dhama Ki Jai Mayapur Dhama Ki Jai Samaveta Bhakta-vrinda Ki Jai. All glory to the assembled devotees. All glory to the assembled devotees. All glory to the assembled devotees. All glory to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 6, Creation of the Universal Form, Text 28. ātyantikena sattvena divaṁ devāḥ prapedire dharāṁ rajaḥ-svabhāvena paṇayo ātyantikena ātyantikena sattvena divaṁ devāḥ prapedire dharāṁ rajaḥ-svabhāvena paṇayo ātyantikena ātyantikena sattvena divaṁ devāḥ prapedire dharāṁ rajaḥ-svabhāvena. Thank you. paṇayo ātyantikena. ātyantikena, excessive, sattvena, by the mode of goodness, divam, in the higher planet, devam, the demigod, prapedire, have been situated, dharāṁ, on the earth, rajaḥ, the model person, svabhāvena, by nature, paṇayaḥ, the human being, yea, all those, cha, also, tam, there, anu, subordinate. Translation: the demigod qualified by the super excellent quality of the mode of goodness, are situated in the heavenly planet, whereas the human beings, because of their nature in the mode of passion, living on the earth in company with their subordinate. The demigod, please repeat. The demigod, the qualified by the super excellent qualities of the mode of goodness, are situated in the heavenly planet, where the human being, because of their nature, in the mode of passion, live on the earth in company with their subordinate. Purport. In Bhagavad-gītā 14:14-15, it is said that those who are highly developed in the mode of goodness are promoted to the higher heavenly planetary system, and those who are overpowered by the mode of passion are situated in the middle planetary system, the Earth and similar planet. But those who are surcharged with the mode of ignorance are degraded to the lower planetary system or to the animal kingdom. The demigods are highly developed in the mode of goodness, and thus they are situated in the heavenly planet. Below human being are the animal, although some of them mingle with the human society. Cow, horse, dog, etc. are habituated to living under the protection of human being. The word ātyantikena is very significant in this verse. By development of mode of goodness of the material nature, one can become situated in the heavenly planet. But by the excessive development of mortal passion and ignorance, the human being indulge in killing the animal who are meant to be protected by mankind. Persons who indulge in unnecessary animal killing have excessive development in the mode of passion and ignorance, and have no hope of advancing to the mode of goodness. They are destined to be degraded to the lower state of life. The planetary system are calculated as upper and lower in terms of the classes of living entity who live there. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnana Jnana Sharakaya Chakshum Militannena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So today we are discussing about the matter of creation. Usually someone hear about creation, then they feel something dry, something about devotional service, love of God, and they feel, wow, devotional service. But creation seems a little bit dry topic. But actually, creation is most loving, affectionate dealing of the Supreme Lord. We are part and parcel with Supreme Lord, Mamaibansa Jiva Loka Sanatana. But somehow or other, we are separated from the Lord. Try to be imitating the Lord. Try to be happy without the Lord. But Krishna is so kind. When we are dormant state, Krishna showed so much compassion. Krishna thought, I have to give the praise for them to act. Therefore, he created the material world. In the same time, the living entity can stay in the material world, exercise their false ego, try to become independently happy. At the same time, they come back to the original consciousness to be eternally happy with Krishna. So the creation of the universe is full of Krishna's expression of love for us. For example, if we love somebody, but that person doesn't want to stay with us and goes away, try to be happy without me, then I feel sad. Try to bring him back. But same time, we want to facilitate that person to be happy without me. So that kind of love is very deep in Krishna. So when we study about creation, we don't just think about this technical thing, it's boring. We should feel how much Krishna is taking effort to create this material world, how much small detail of design are put into this creation of the universe. So with this in mind, we are going to go to Canto 3 chapter. I'm going to do from chapter 5, in the middle of chapter 5, because that is the place where creation's topic starts. Then we go to the chapter 6 up to today's verse. So the Maitreya is speaking to Vidura. Maitreya is Vyasadeva's friend, and Vidura is the son of Vyasadeva, right? So Maitreya and Vidura has kind of a relationship. For Vidura, Maitreya is like a father's friend. So it's not like they met first time. I don't know you, but I met you first time because Uddhava told to see Maitreya. That's why I came to see you. It's not like that. Maitreya was living in the bank of Ganga, the source of Ganga, very purified place. So Uddhava told Vidura to go to see Maitreya. So he went to see Maitreya. Then conversation was taking place. Then Vidura was asking Uddhava sort of what Krishna told Uddhava when Krishna was leaving the world. Then Uddhava was telling, okay, Krishna told me, because then Uddhava asked, what Krishna told Brahma, Lord Brahma at the creation? That same knowledge was imparted to Uddhava. So the Maitreya is going to tell the exact same knowledge Krishna told Lord Brahma in the beginning of creation. So that knowledge about creation is going to be told from Maitreya to Vidura. That's it, the setting. Yes? Jamastami Prabhu is my master. Because of Jamastami Prabhu, I took up the Bhakti Shastri. Those days, many years back, there was no Bhakti Shastri in Mayapur, especially not for Mataji, especially who has children. But Jamastami Prabhu so kindly started Bhakti Shastri in his house and in his garden, few of us, and then even I was admitted Bhakti Shastri, and because of all kindness of Jamastami Prabhu, Bhakti Shastri started and developed into now huge. So all glory to Jamastami Prabhu. Thank you. I just wanted to taking this advantage, and I wanted to express my deep gratitude. Thank you. So now come back to the topic. There is only Supreme Lord. There was no creation. Then he felt sorry to the living entity who adornment state. Then he glanced over the Prakriti. Prakriti was in the stage of pradana. Pradana is a pure sattva without three mode of material nature. That means unmanifested three mode of material nature. Then he glanced over, because of the Lord's glance, pradana was agitated. Then pradana transformed to mahatattva. Mahatattva means same prakriti, but something like the woman is pregnated. Before pregnation, that is called pradhan. Then when woman is pregnated, that state is mahatattva. So by the glance of the Lord, the living entity is impregnated in Prakriti. So pradana state of Prakriti turns to mahatattva, which has three modes of material nature manifested. So the mahatattva, the first manifestation in mahatattva is false ego, ahankara, because mahatattva is an injunction of matter and spirit. So the ahankara is manifested, and ahankara has three modes of material nature. So according to the interaction of three modes of material nature, material element is going to be manifested. So ahankara, in the mode of goodness, create the mind and the demigod. So those demigods are going to take care of all the material element, how to activate. Then material mode of passion, and false ego in the mode of passion create senses. That is working senses, 5 working senses, and 5 knowledge acquiring senses. Then mode of goodness, ahankara in mode of ignorance produce pancha mahabhuta, that is 5 material elements, earth, water, fire, air, ether, and their sense object. And in that process, the creation starts from subtle to gross. So the sound is created first. And from the sound is subtle element. From the sound, the ether is created. Then after that, with the interaction of the material energy and color is time. Without time, nothing changes. Like I move from here to here because time element is here. I grow because time element is here. So anything take place, the color has to be there. So the color and material energy and Krishna's glance. Then from that, next element is the sound, touch. Sense of touch is produced. That is subtle element. From that subtle element of touch, the sky is produced. Sky means air. Air in the sky is produced. Then after that, there is a fire. The fire means sometimes it's called electricity. That is coming from the form. Form is created, and to accommodate there is the fire. The form, the subtle energy, then gross energy is the fire, electricity. Then after that, in the interaction of material energy and the colors and the lotus glance, the next element is created. That is the taste, right? Taste, then taste the subtle element, and the gross element of taste is the water. Then after that, the next element is created, that is a smell, fragrant. That is subtle element, and the gross element is earth. In that way, 5 elements, gross element, and 5 objects of the senses are created. Just like in Bhagavad-gītā, Krishna said, I'm the taste of water. So in the water, the object of senses taste is there. I'm a fragrant of earth. So the earth has the fragrant. And then also the five characteristics included in the earth. And in the water, 4 characteristics. In the fire, 3 characteristics. Then in the ether, in the sky, air, 2 characteristics. And the final sky, the ether, there is only 1 characteristic of sound. In that way, material element is created. Now, all the material elements are created, and it's said in Bhagavatam 23 elements. In Bhagavad-gītā, Purport said the Sankhya Yoga, they deal with 24 elements. So I was looking what is missing, because Bhagavad-gītā, Prabhupada said 24 elements. Sankhya Yoga talk about 24 material elements, but Bhagavatam is a 23 material element. So I was looking what is missing. So what was missing was intelligent. So the intelligent was not on the list. So it's said that Mahatattva is actually total consciousness. And from total consciousness was divided into the living entity. That is the intelligence of the living entity. So it was strongly connected to the Supreme Being. Maybe that is the reason for which intelligence was not including in 24 elements, but the 23 elements mentioned in the Bhagavatam. In this content, of course, different content differently divided, so this is one way of seeing it. So all the elements are present. This is the end of 5th chapter. All the elements are created, but the demigod was supposed to take charge of those elements and create the universe or do something about it, but they didn't know what to do. Just like when you want to make the building. Cement is there, sand is there, water is there, fire is there, all the elements are there, but they don't know what to do. Like we have plumber. Yeah, plumber is in charge of water, making a pipe and make the water come. And then the demigod of water is Paruni, yeah? Then there is the fire to, maybe they have to heat up to make the bricks. So that is the agony. Agony is there, then cement mystery is there. We want to make a cement, then put the cement and put the brick. So we need cement mystery. So cement mystery is there, then there is electrician. We need electric cord, so that is the agony. So all these demigods, as building the construction, we need different mysteries there. So the demigods are in charge of all these elements. But they're looking at all this cement and bricks and all that. Then what? Now what you're going to do? So they didn't know. So they needed someone who knows how to build it, who is the plan architectural designer, who is a who has higher intelligence, who has high vision. So they asked the Lord, please help me, you are our Lord. So we are going to do what you desire us to do. So they made a beautiful prayer. Then come to today's chapter 6. Then hearing the prayer of the demigod, the Lord said, okay, I'm going to show you how to build this universe. That is like a, sometimes architects will show the model, you know, the TOBP. Okay, we are going to make a TOBP, then they made a model, yes? You can see the model. So they show the model or blueprint. So Krishna is going to show different way the demigod, okay, this is how you're going to make the universe. So that then Krishna entered into each element. Then from that, the gigantic body of Virata Rupa is manifested. And it is said in the 6th chapter that Virata Rupa is actually Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, the manifestation. So the Karana Krishna is there, then expansion, the plenary expansion. Purusha Avatara, first Purusha Avatara is Mahavishnu. And from Mahavishnu, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, he entered into universe. So this is a pattern I didn't realize before, but it's interesting. When Mahavishnu grants, then the universe created, right? And created the universe is there, and Garbhodakshaya Vishnu is going to enter. So all the living entities are divided into many different universes, and they enter with Garbhodakshaya Vishnu to particular universe. That is the pattern actually. Yesterday I was reading, I thought that's very interesting. One time, Banu Maharaj was giving seminar about creation. He gave, of course, very wonderful class. At the end of the class, he asked any question. So now I said to Maharaj, after we die, we will be born in the same universe, or will be born to another universe? Then I was seriously asking, I was curious. And Banu Maharaj said, one universe is not enough for you? And then he didn't answer after that. But then I was thinking, yeah, of course enough, it's good enough. But I was still thinking, how is that possible? Then according to this Bhagavatam, so at the end of creation, whole universe is going to Mahavishnu. Then another universe, new universe will be created, many universes will be created. Last time, all the living entities, according to their propensity and karma, are divided into different universes. So that time I can go to another universe. Of course, I don't want to go to another material universe, but then that will happen if I don't cultivate or we don't cultivate it. Krishna consciousness will be according to our karma and propensity, and then of course Krishna's will. Then we'll be set into particular group. Each group will be going with Garbhodakshaya Vishnu and enter into the particular universe. And then after that, he lie down, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu lie down in the water for celestial 1,000 years. And nothing happened till Lord Brahma was born. So by till then, Lord, living entities within it set lie down together, lie down along with Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. So they are there. Then gigantic body of universal form is manifested. Just like you have seen any video or film or something, the baby within the womb. In the beginning, it's like a Prabhupada said, like a pea, like a small. Then start developing different limbs. Yeah, then develop the hand and the legs and the head, and then later on eyes and heart and all that function. So Virata Rupa also started manifested. I don't know if it immediately manifested together or separately. In Bhagavatam, it is said that separately manifested. So separately manifested, first the mouth was, I don't know, this is in order, to mention in order how it is manifested, but it is stated in the description. The mouth was described first. So the mouth was manifested, and then agony was in charge. Like I said, the mystery, plumber, and electrician, and all that. So agony in charge of the mouth. Because agony, we offer the fire jacket, and agony is the one who eats obligation through the fire. So the agony is in charge of the mouth, and then with his presence, the mouth will start function. Then we can taste. So no, not yet taste. When the mouth is there, then we can speak. So in that way, the living entity, we are separated from the Lord. Somehow, now we don't have material body, we cannot function. So Krishna is kindly making the material body. Unless Krishna is making this and the presiding deity of demigod enter and Krishna sanction it, we cannot open a mouth to speak. So that's the idea. Then next one is, after the mouth, tongue. The pan. Then the presiding deity is Varuna. So because of water, if we don't have a saliva, we cannot really eat and taste. Like sometimes, oh, this food is so dry, so let me drink something. Like we have to choose to get the saliva. So the Varuna is in charge of the tongue, so that we can taste. So Krishna is so kind. Sarija Vijayaja Hendreta Hekar. Krishna is so kind we can taste the food what we eat. Then after that is eyesight. Nose. Nose is presiding deity is Ashwini Kumara. Then in the same way, the mouth is there, tongue is there, nose is there, Ashwini Kumara is there, and then the eyes, the sun god. Then all the different bodies of different limbs, then hand, Indras, and then head, Brahmas, and the legs, and this and that, all the elements are going to be developed. So the purpose of this is unless Krishna grants over the element, nothing is going to happen. Prabhupada said that living entity is there. Matter doesn't move without the sanction of the living entity. Character is there. Unless living entity move, character doesn't work. So all the material elements are there, and the demigods who are in charge, presiding deity is there. But unless Krishna grants it over to make them happen, it will not to move. And the living entity cannot function with those material elements. So just to have the material body, Krishna took such a trouble. That is Krishna's love. That's funny. We hear about creation, we have to think how loving Krishna is. Even to be separately happy without Krishna, Krishna has to do so much for us. Then after that, then planetary system will be made. So the planetary system, the upper, middle, and the lower. In this chapter, it's described the higher planetary system, and the middle planetary system are like Antarctica, right? The leg is earthly planet, and the head is heavenly planet, and then the middle is like in between, like Buba Loka. We are staying in Bhu Loka and Svaruga Loka, then Buba Loka in the middle. So usually, higher planetary system of demigod and the lower planetary system of demon, like Patala Loka, Sutara Loka, and all that lower planetary system. But it's set in this chapter. Bhuva Loka is in the middle, where the model ignorance people stay. That is tomorrow's chapter. So the person who is going to speak tomorrow is going to speak. But today's chapter, finally we come to today's chapter. We read the translation. Today's text. The demigods qualified by the super excellent quality of the mode of goodness are situated in the heavenly planet, where the human beings, because of their nature in the mode of passion, live on the earth in the company with their subordinate. So the Prabhupada said that the first word, ātyantikena, is very important. That is excessive, so much of mode of goodness. So the Bhagavad-gītā describes about on the 14th chapter, three modes of material nature. The three modes of material nature is there, but the mode of nature is always competing with each other. And then how they compete? If the three modes are same amount, then how one quality become more than others? There is a very interesting description by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Baladev Vibhusan. One way is supposed to three persons are competing for Olympic golden medal. One person is going to win if two others get injured or get sick. Then naturally that person will get gold medal. That is the one way. That is three modes of material nature. Two modes become weak, then one mode become prominent. The other way is three of them are about the same level, but one person work more than others, really working so hard and invent some like a super excellent something, then he or she get the gold medal. Although three of them are working so hard, one excels one. So that's why three modes of material nature competing each other. And that's also not always same. In the morning, you feel like a mode of goodness, come to Bhagavatam class, Mangalarati, chant japa, go to Ganga, so nice. Then during the day, working so hard, mode of passion, I have to get this done, I have to go to meeting, I have to do this service, I have to go to book distribution, and at the end of the day, so tired, I'm going to sleep, mode of ignorance. Like that, it's always competing, even within one person. So here, Krishna, Prabhupada is mentioning Bhagavad-gītā 14 to 15. Actually, 17 and 18 also describe how the people in the mode of goodness will go to the higher planetary system. That is not exactly only the heaven where king of the heaven, Indra, is enjoying. It's not that enjoyment we think is enjoyment. Enjoyment is drink and have fun. That is not enjoyment. This is mentioned here. It is included, but when Prabhupada talking about the higher planetary system, that is including Brahma Loka, Satya Loka, Tapa Loka, Jnana Loka, Mahaloka. Those planets, they are not having a wine and drinking and have merry. It's not like their enjoyment is like Sanat Kumar, like folk Kumaras. They are not having a party, but their enjoyment is they are meditating on Brahman or whatever, the meditation and higher planetary system. Then there is another planet, they are doing yajna, fire sacrifice. That is their enjoyment. So different higher planetary systems, they are mode of goodness. Their enjoyment is not like we think is enjoyment, but very much mode of goodness. Sattvic enjoyment is there in the higher planetary system. So those who have that mentalities and attitude and qualities, they can go to the higher planetary system. So the mode of goodness is knowledge and happiness. That is they are bound by knowledge and happiness. The quality of jnana is manifest illumination of knowledge, but they are conditioned by the knowledge and happiness. So the problem is they will get stuck in the material world. So they will not, they are close to the Sattva, but only mode of goodness, they will not go back to Godhead. So what to speak of, Prabhupada said, what to speak of mode of passion and ignorance. Mode of passion is characteristic of activities, karma sangha. They want to do this and that and that and that. That is impaired by the desire, what I don't have. And what I have, I want to enjoy it, become longing for it, greedy for it, so much passion for it. That is the mode of passion. So that activity impels them to the place of karma stand, that is the earthly planet. Then the mode of ignorance. Mode of ignorance means born from ajnana. The word ignorance, in English, they said ignorance, but there is three levels of ignorance. First one was avidya. Avidya is first covering of the living entity. When the living entity thought, I want to be happy without Krishna, separated from Krishna, then the living entity has real identity. I'm the eternal servant of Krishna. My duty is serve Krishna. Then how the living entity can enjoy without Krishna? So out of kindness, Krishna covers the living entity with avidya, ignorance. That makes them forget his eternal servant, Krishna. With avidya, living entity forget, I am Krishna's eternal servant. Even to do that, we need Krishna's help. If Krishna didn't cover us with avidya, we couldn't even forget about Krishna to enjoy the material world. So that is Krishna's kindness to cover us with first covering of ignorance, that is called avidya. Then next stage of ignorance is ajnana. Jnana is the opposite of jnana. Jnana means discriminate spirit and matter, kshetra and kshetra jnana. What is this, what is that? They can see the thing as it is. Oma jnana, they may understand, jnana jnana shalakaya. So we can see the eyes of knowledge, that they can see ajnana. We are born from ignorance, like we are covered with avidya, then we are born in the ignorance. Oma jnana, they may understand. But the spiritual master gives the eyes with knowledge, then he opened our eyes so that we can see, then we can see the spiritual understanding. So that's ajnana is second ignorance. Then the last ignorance is tamas. That tamas is born from ajnana. I cannot see what is right, what is wrong. I don't know what is what. I don't know what is matter, what is spirit, and I'm thinking I'm in the body. That is ajnana, and from that ajnana, last stage of ignorance, tamas, three mode of material nature. Within the three mode of material nature, last mode of nature, that's tamas, tamaguna is manifested. In that way, those who are in the mode of ignorance, they are not be able to see the thing as it is, so they feel lazy, they cannot have a knowledge, then they will sleep so much that they are bound with laziness and sleepiness and madness. And then in that state, they will be born in the lower planetary system or become a ghost or go to the animal kingdom. That is what today's purport and translation I discussed. Now how I'm going to, or we are going to take the lesson from this description. Of course, first one is we should develop love for Krishna by hearing the topic of creation. The other one is how the demigods were asking Krishna, please help us so that we can perform our duty. So in the same way, we should beg the spiritual master, we should beg the Prabhupada, we should beg Krishna, what is our mission? What I can do? What's ability, maybe whatever little ability we have, what I can do? What is the part that I can do in this movement of Krishna consciousness movement? Prabhupada created ISKCON, such a wonderful movement. By the grace of Prabhupada and Krishna and spiritual master and Vaishnavas, I happen to be here. I'm so grateful. What I can do, what ability that I can use for the service, that we have to beg and beg and beg and perform the devotional service with the best of our ability. Just like my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Jai Pataka Maharaj, he's going through such a heavy health crisis. Normal people will just give up. I'm sick, I'm not doing anything. I get sick a little bit. I feel like I don't want to do anything. I'm sick, I'm qualified not to do anything. But my Guru Maharaj, such an extent, he has to have an oxygen mask. He has to have so many tubes all over the body. He hardly could sit, but he has to sit on a wheelchair if that's his best condition. In that condition, he is asking, I want to go to Vrindavan, I want to go to Mayapur, I'm going to attend the GBC meeting, take me to this place, take me to that place, I'm going to preach, let me speak so that I can preach, let me walk so that I can go to different place to preach, I want to serve Srila Prabhupada, I haven't finished fulfilling Prabhupada's mission yet. Don't take my life yet, and I want to stay in this. Who wants to stay that kind of body? But the Guru Maharaj is always begging. Every time health crisis comes, let me stay in this body so that I can fulfill the instruction of Srila Prabhupada. That's the extent how much we can take the instruction of the spiritual master as our heart and soul. Prabhupada always talk about vivasaya ātyantikena buddhe geha krunandara. Take the order of the spiritual master as life and soul and worship it, and think of different way and mean how to execute it and give the life for the mission of the spiritual master. That is the lesson we can learn from this chapter. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any question or comment or correction? Yes, Namaste, Prabhu.
Amazing class, Martha. Thank you so much. Quite an overview. One thing that I found extremely helpful, like Prabhupada just made it really clear that our most important service, the most important instruction the spiritual master has given us is to chant 16 rounds and come to the platform of Shuddhanam. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said that chanting is not lip deep, it's heart deep. So in other words, we chant feelingly from the heart, please Krishna, engage me in your service. And what I found in terms of empowerment to do service is that that's actually one of the meanings of the mantra, is please empower me to do the service. And so if we include that, we're not thinking, because it's not from the mind, it's from the heart. We're feelingly praying to Krishna, please empower me to do this service, and then amazing things start taking place. Because we're not the doers, we're only the instruments in Krishna's hands if we're in proper consciousness. We're instruments in the hands of the parampara and Krishna. So that prayerful feeling, it can be very, very intense. And then the empowerment to do the service comes. It's not something that we necessarily can figure out with our passionate minds. We can allow, Krishna will make all the arrangements for us, just as with Prabhupada. Amazing. He comes into America, he's got 40 rupees. He can't even change that in the money exchange in America. And he sold the set of his 3-volume first canto to Captain Pandya, and Captain Pandya gave him $20. So that's what he had to start out in the most expensive country in the world in terms of living conditions. And then one after another, he gets one facility after another. Then, they have the Mantra Rock concert in San Francisco, and then the next thing, that introduced Shama Sundar and Malati to George Harrison, Mukunda Maharaj, and boom, major explosion of Krishna consciousness worldwide. But Prabhupada was just sincerely following the instructions of his spiritual master as best he could, but the arrangements all came through from Krishna. The same thing can happen with us in our service. It's the formula that Prabhupada, by his example, the Acharya teaches by example, and that's what he delineated very, very clearly. So it's really good to read the Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita because we can start understanding how Prabhupada did all these things through Krishna used them as his instrument.
Thank you very much. I thought of many things from Jammaswami Prabhu's comment. First thing is, I was thinking about sound chanting, but somehow I didn't speak. So thank you for mentioning about the sound. So the initiation about everybody has to promise, I'm going to chant 16 rounds minimum. So every devotee gets different instruction, but 16 rounds is positive promise, that is chanting 16 rounds. And following the negative principle and negative instruction, so the positive instruction is chant 16 rounds. And with that, everything is manifest. That just like a creation. Beginning of creation is the creation of sound. Sound is the first element. From the sound, everything else is manifest. So we chant, the sound is closest to the spiritual element. So we chant the spiritual name or the holy name of the Lord. Then from that sound, everything spiritual will be manifest, just like you said, like explosion of Hare Krishna movement. So to chant very seriously, which is given by which is dormant. The love of Krishna is dormant in the life. It will be the seed is there, which is going to be open up, and then wonderful will start. So that is very, very important point. Thank you very much. Okay. I think 4 more minutes. Anybody else has anything?
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All grace to wisdoms. Mataji, I have questions like, until how to get taste in chanting as we are chanting superficial, we are now I am doing the chanting just thinking that I have taken initiations and 16 round is I have to do because I have take the promise to do 16 rounds, follows the rules, regulations and all. So how I will get that taste for chanting?
Okay, taste for chanting. 1 year I was doing Kartik Prata, and then when I was doing Kartik Prata, I was thinking, I'm going to do this Prata, I want to develop the taste for chanting Hare Krishna. That's what I was thinking to do the Kartik Prata. So to do chanting and develop the taste for Krishna, you have to hear. To be able to hear, you have children, right? If you have children and you have to take care of children and then listen to all the children talk, it's impossible. So now I have 3 children. It was almost impossible. So I have to wake up before they wake up. Once they wake up, forget about chanting. It's very difficult. So do that. Otherwise, I would think you decide where is a sacred place for you. Make the place where this is my place, my space, where I'm going to chant and hear. When you hear, then you feel the Krishna's presence. That is the first thing. You feel the presence of Krishna. Then you will naturally develop. But if you cannot hear, you're thinking this and that, it's impossible. So now I will think, just like Jamasam Prabhu is sitting in a courtyard, that is a very sacred place. Nice wind comes, Brahmahutra time, and I go to Ganga every time I go to Ganga. Jamasami Prabhu says, Harimo Mataji, Ganga ki jai, and all that. So if you go to Ganga in the morning after breakfast, then you will see beautiful Ganga, sunrise, nobody is making jamera, so peaceful. You can see the holy name, and I can see you there. That is very nice. And then you can develop. It's not like I already developed, but then it's very conducive to develop the taste for the holy name. So you decide, this is my space, this is my time. If the children have to do something or any other household life or any other service, then you decide, this is my time, this is the place. That is the first step. So many other things you can do, but then I think you have to be able to hear first, and you make the station first.
Hare Krishna.
I have a very powerful solution for you, Mataji. I've distributed 5,000 of these in the last 3 years. This is the cream of 18 years of japa retreats with devotees like Giriraj Swami, Indradumna Swami, Satchidananda Swami, Bhurijan Prabhu, Mahatma Prabhu. And if you read one affirmation before you start your japa every day, you'll be amazed at how your japa improves. I've been following this formula for 5 years now, and my japa keeps improving. Even after 5 years, the best japa I've chanted in 47 years. So, West Bengal? Say it louder? Sorry. So, did you hear anything I said, or should I start over again? Should I start over again? You weren't able to hear anything? Okay, so this book right here is Japa Affirmations. I've distributed over 5,000 of them in the last 3 years, and to devotees in Mayapur, devotees visiting, and the feedback I've gotten is amazing. It's the cream of 18 years of japa retreats. Devotees like Giriraj Swami, Indradumna Swami, Satchidananda Swami, Bhurijan Prabhu, Mahatma Prabhu, who's written it. And it takes 2 or 3 minutes to read one affirmation. And if you do it before you start your japa every day, you'll see amazing changes in the quality of your japa. And the points he's making are extremely valid, but this, because when we start chanting, a lot of times we're thinking about something else. And the root cause of all the namaparads is pramada, which means inattention. So this helps us get very focused. And I've been following the formula myself for I've been chanting for 47 years, but I've been doing this for the last 5 years. And my japa has become the best it's ever been, and it gets better and better just by doing such a simple thing. Tigache? And you're from Bengal, or you're another part of you're Andhra Pradesh? So your native tongue is Hindi? Oh, down south. Okay, Carol. But English is okay for you. So I have an English.
So I'm going to conclude today's class by saying Srila Prabhupada wanted us to learn the creation, and we have to be able to present the process of creation and a universal planetary system. He went such a way that he wanted to make the temple of Vedic planetary system. He wanted to convince the people who are misguided by materialistic scientists, and he wanted devotees to learn all this process of creation and be able to present it to the people. That will change the place of the world who are misguided by the materialistic people without God consciousness. That is the Prabhupada's desire, and we have the part to take part to fulfill Srila Prabhupada's mission. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, the matter of creation ki jai. Daigo Premande Hari Hari Bo. Thank you very much.